Good morning, everyone. My name's David. Beautiful day today. I have a lot of friends that have collectible cars, and they asked me if I would do some videos about theirs. But before I do that, I'm going to talk about my car here. It has to hit a lot of check boxes before you buy a car for me. One of the first ones is the color. I don't like silver or black or white, but as you can tell by my garage door, I do love green. So, having said that, let's go in and have a look at it, and then I'll tell you some of the features about it and why I bought it. One of the second check boxes has to be the sound of the exhaust. I have to love it. It can't sound like a sewing machine or an electric car. I need to feel something from it. So having said that, let me start this up for you for a second. Well, I don't know about you, but I can tell you that that definitely checks the box for me. Now, let's go on to some of the other features of the car. I'll just step over here for a minute. This is a 2008 Mustang Bullitt. It's the 40th anniversary of the iconic movie starring Steve McQueen in 1968. The Bullitt badge right here on the back is the only thing from the outside that signifies what this car is. Now this is a dark Highland green. It's low production. There was only around 5,000 of these made. There were a few black ones, but the green is my color of choice. Now there's some distinguishing features about a Bullitt. We'll start at the back of the car. Again, the color. Ford only produced this color for a Bullitt. You couldn't ask for it on a Taurus or a van or anything else. It only goes on a Bullitt. Next, if you notice the exhaust on it, these are Bullitt only. The difference between a Bullitt and a GT in this year, these are 3.5-inch tips. The GT is 3-inch. Okay, so now going around the car, I'll just, I don't want to make a mistake here and forget anything. It has modified 18-inch micro machine Euroflange Bullitt wheels that are unique to this car. The brake calipers are dark gray painted. When you open the door, some things that are Bullitt only. The sill plate says Bullitt. The dash is aluminum, bullet only. The seats are Shelby GT500 style. They're unique to the Bullitt. The steering wheel is a Shelby GT500 style steering wheel with the Bullitt logo on it. Also, the gear shift knob is aluminum. It's unique to the Bullitt. You could only get the Bullitt in this year in a standard. And this is a 5-speed Tramac. If you noticed when I started it, the sound of the exhaust. The designers spent hours and hours going over the old movie and the DVD, trying to recreate as close as they could the unique sound of Steve McQueen's 1968 390 Bullitt Mustang. I think they did a pretty darn good job of it. So now, moving to the engine bay. You'll notice that on the Bullitts, it has this cross member across here. It reinforces the struts, and it's hard to see, but it has the name Bullitt on here. It has the serial number of the car, and it has the number, the production number of this Bullitt. This is number 1591. Now, when I first set out looking for one of these, I was really hoping to find one where the number meant something to me, like say my house number, or the year I was married, my birth date. And actually, I was really lucky when I got thinking about it, because number 1591 backwards is 1951, the year I was born. So the car really does mean something to me. Okay, so this engine, as compared to a 2008 GT that has 300 horsepower, this stock from the factory has 315 horsepower, so 15 more. They did a few things to it. It has a cold air intake, and it also has a different hood insulation package to match this cold air intake. They also revised the crank damper, and they put a heavier one on. You won't be able to see it, but by being heavier, it allows the engine to freewheel, and which also allows the engine to rev a little bit higher. If you pay close attention to the tachometer, a GT red lines at 6,250. The Bullitt Mustang red lines at 6,500, 250 RPM higher. So let's just say you were going to try to clone a Bullitt. There's a lot of things you would really have to check, and there are people that will try to sell you a car and say it's a Bullitt. But if you check these other things out, you're going to, that's when you're going to find out. Another thing, they lowered the suspension on the back, not by a lot, but by 6 millimeters. So the car sits a little bit lower than a GT, but it handles better. So, anyway, I hope you liked the video as much as I like the car. And stay tuned for some of my other videos. When they come out, it'll be called What's Behind This Door. And you can look forward to seeing some pretty nice classic cars. Thanks very much. If you like it, hit the subscribe button. Have a great day.